Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Louisville Cardinals taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Smashes through the tackle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Louisville! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hitter.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
He'll put the tight end in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Canes have this offense rolling. 4th and 1 here for the Hurricanes.
4th and 1 here
from the red zone. He's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught over the middle. It's Little. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Flips it out in the flat. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Miami! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Cardinals will snap it on first and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They're trying to get to it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're working that left side. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. He's got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kids. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That's caught. It's Anderson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Wheeler. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Fast motion from the offense. Now they'll run the draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 2nd down, he'll let it flop. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's...
All kinds of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Wheeler. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man by himself. The expressway is wide open. Sees it. Opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And the clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Tripped up for the tackle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
pushes ahead. And he takes it
Boom,
in for the score.
boom, boom.
Touchdown, Canes. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day.
Fucking play with me, man.
Spinning.
Quarterbacks, it's not just about speed. Like, listen, man-to-man. Man, I got it, right? I run all over the field with it, but when you play zone coverages, I got to understand what it is, and I got to understand my assignment. I got to get deep in cover 3 zone. That's my 3rd of the field. Cornerback does a really good job understanding zone principle, taking off, making the INT.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Inside the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 17 to Pittsburgh. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Canes are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man on the outside. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Canes in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He's got his man. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Finds his target down the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wheeler. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ashby. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With our score on Miami, 29, Louisville, 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Number 87 with the catch in the end zone.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. He'll set up to throw. It's caught. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7.
And makes the score Miami 29, Louisville 22.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Now, 4th down.
The Hurricanes looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 45 on his way. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Defense not showing press coverage. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trying to get to him. He caught it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Soft spot in the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he's running in the open. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. And the Hurricanes will snap it on first and 10. He's going to pass. Floats it out in space. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's first and 5. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play.
Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously. seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught on the outside, it's Wheeler. And he goes out of bounds, and he is short of the first down marker. I think he just lost track of where he was. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to scramble. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
It's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.